กายที่เธอมองเห็นว่างามสุดท้ายความเสื่อมทรามจะมาพรากไปร่วงโรยลงในสายทานยามการเวลาหมุนไปชีวิตต้องแตกสลายไม่มีเที่ยงแท้ผมเส้นงามถึงคราวร่วงไปแขนขาที่เคยว่องไวกลับไร้เรี่ยวแรงโรคภัยเฝ้าคอยคุกคามติดตามไปในทุกแห่งเกิดแก่เจ็บตายสำแดงเป็นธรรมดาหากเธอมองทุกการเกิดมาที่มีอย่างลึกซึ้ง
Welcome on board. Welcome. Good afternoon to everyone. Welcome to the class. Welcome. Welcome. Good afternoon to everyone once again. Now there are 2 more minutes. Will be 12:30. The class for the Dhamma Talk and Meditation. The class starting on February 9, 2564 or 2021. Today our class will go on with the auspiciousness of Mangala Sutta according to the Dhamma Talk and Meditation. We're going to talk with the auspiciousness of Mangala Sutta along with the meditation. Today is continuously going on with the topic with the G3. Main G is a kata. The group of the kata number 3. We are going to discuss, we're going to talk with auspiciousness and Mangala Sutta. We have been discussing from the first studies of the Mangala Sutta from the Bahudeva Manusaja Mangala Ajindayun. Akang Umana Sodanang Bruhi Mangala Muttamang, that for the Deva or the deities or the gods have requested the Lord Buddha to give the auspiciousness. What is the auspiciousness? But request 1, the Lord Buddha have given 38 auspiciousness or 38 of the Mangala. Today we're going to start with the third one or the third kata. The first kata, Asevana Japalana Pantita Nanjasevana Pucha Puchaniyanam Etam Mangala Uttamam. That for the first kata. The second kata, starting with Patirupate Savaso Chapupe Jakata Punyata Tasama Paniticha Etam Mangala Uttamam. Today, continuously with the third G or the third kata. Bhav Satyancha Sippancha Vinayo Jasuksekito Subhasita Jaya Vaja Etam Mangalam Uttamam. This is for the third kata. We are going to start for today. After last class, we have lectures on the 2nd of February. In the month of February, for the first week, we have been discussing a little bit about the power of Satyancha, and today we go on and starting with Sipancha, Vinayoja, Suksekito, Supasita, Jayavaja. This for the third kata, for the third G. G can be kata or can be group. This is the part of the Patiyavatta, Patiyavat Chantalakana for the prosody style. Now 12:32 minutes. There are 8 students joining to the class. Probably we will wait for some more minutes for the other student to join. During we are waiting right now, if anyone have the presentations or want to present the topic or the discussing the Dhamma talk for today, if anyone ready, I would like to invite anyone who is already chair for the presentation.
Nanda Sala is already teacher. Nanda Sala. Venerable Nanda Sala.
Good afternoon, sir. Are you?
Yeah, teacher.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, teacher.
Anyone ready to present the topic today?
เอา10 minutesนั่นน่ะ
3 minutes.
Dhamma talk.
Yeah, teacher, I'm going to present.
If you are ready, I would like to invite to start early.
Yeah.
And now there are 9 students been joining.
Okay.
And during your talking, and I was trying to connect to the other friend. Okay, what is your name, sir?
Venerable Nanda Sara.
Nanda Sara. Are
Yeah,
you
the
going to
last
present
number ID
some
is
topic today?
the benefit of meditation.
The benefit of
Meditation.
or the definitions of the meditation or benefit of the
Yes.
meditation.
Yeah.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, I would like to hand the floor to you. Thank you, the Venerable
Okay.
Nanda.
Sara.
Nanda Sara. Okay, please.
Okay, thank you, teacher. Good afternoon, teacher and all of my classmates. My name is Venerable Nanda Sara. Today I'm going to present about the benefit of meditation. Meditation has so many benefits for mind, body, and spirit. So much more than stress relief. You can do it almost anywhere. It simply involves focusing your awareness on something, like a sound or breath, or walking, a candle, or even mantra. Different types of resonate with different people. Even a minute is beneficial. If you can build up to 20 minutes is low, then Moses that are significant come and bring semester start to change. So there are 6 types of benefit of meditation that I would like to present to you all today. Number 1 is meditation is the perfect training for building focus. By definition, it involves focusing your awareness on something, when we can focus in our meditation, we are training ourselves to be more focused in daily life. The ability to focus in fundamental to both success and happiness. Number 2, meditation brings mental clarity. When we know why we are doing something, this can make result and we even more motivated to achieve, which fuels strength, passion, and confidence to get where you want to go. Number 3, meditation brings the mind and body back to balance, which is the antidote to stress and good for health. It is depression. Brain function is so to reduce sub to 20% when people are stressed. Number 4, this is a workout for your mind, making it strong, balanced, and flexible. When you can train our mind to focus on solution and think more positively, you will naturally feel happier, better, and more confident at a can-do attitude. Develop through positive thinking. Too many negative thoughts make us feel stressed, which is bad for health and often prevent progress and limit outcomes. Number 5, meditation boosts creativity and problem solving ability, which is beneficial for business or even busy people wanting to get ahead, or anyone wanting to overcome challenges and face with a big or many decisions. Number 6, meditation helps us understand any underlying sadness or fear you are experiencing. When we know we are unhappy or uneasy about something, then we can deal with it and solve related problems before they escalate. This is a 6 benefit of meditation that I want to say to you for today.
What is number 1?
Thank
benefit?
you.
Can you repeat benefit number 1?
Number 1, okay. Number 1 is meditation is the perfect training for building focus. By definition, it involves focusing your awareness on something.
Building the focus.
Yes, building the focus.
Okay. Number 2?
Number 2 is mental clarity. Bring mental clarity.
Mental character.
Yeah. Clarity.
Number 3?
Number 3 is bring the mind and body back to balance.
Mind and
body.
And body back to balance.
Yes.
To balance. Number 4.
Number 4 is making a strong balance.
Making a strong balance.
Yes.
Making strong balance. Number 5.
Number 5, problem solving ability.
problem,
Solve.
solving
Yeah.
ability.
Yes.
And number 6,
Number 6 is help us understand a sadness.
help us understand the selfness, right?
Yes, sadness.
To understand the selfness, the self. Good. And thank you very much for your presentation to remind us about benefits of meditation, especially for the 6 benefits of the meditation. Thank you very much, Venerable Nandasara, for
Thank you so
giving
much,
us
teacher.
topics. You're welcome. Thank you. This is a great benefit. We are discussing, we are talking, we are learning about any topics. It will bring us the benefit, mean the 6 benefits of the meditation, according to the Venerable Nandasara have researched and collect the 6 benefit to give us today. Okay, if I have opportunity, I will repeat for everyone again. Any one of you have been preparing to talk with other topic for today? Anyone ready?
Yeah, Ajahn.
Next one, Venerable
Nandawasa.
Nandawasa.
Yeah, Ajahn.
Nandawasa, what ID number?
3043.
3043.
Yeah, Ajahn.
Nanda
Wasa.
Nanda Wasa.
Yeah, Ajahn.
Topic?
Not to associate with poo, Ajahn.
Not associate.
With poo.
Not associate with
Not
food.
to associate with poo, yeah, Ajahn.
With food. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah, Ajahn.
Please join. Go on. Thank you.
Good afternoon, teacher and all of my classmates. Today, I'm going to present about is not to associate with poo. On the Mangala Sutta, which is an all-around summary of Buddha teaching, for things of people, peace with be happiness, spiritual wisdom, not to associate with poo. The message given by the Buddha in the Mangala Sutta was first the noblest blessing to the world. The world is great in Argentina, the noble blessing. Thus, lead to prosperity, peace, and happiness of all people in the world. They are spiritual treasure. Thus, may be enjoyed by all people in all places and at the time and life. The earthly treasure, the treasure are inexhaustible and can be used in many ways by the people to obtain prosperity, peace and happiness, and finally to attain to nirvana. The people are in constant fear of the danger created by bad character, who are mentally defective, lack of morality or good character. They are selfish and then cunning and cruel, and so defend the property of other that offers weaker people, foolish, weakest, and charity fellow, often create trouble and danger to the human society. So it is better to approach them rather than to associate with them, because there can be no gain, but only pain in making friendships with them. Thank you, teacher.
Thank you for reminding us about the not associate to the foolish or the fool, because the dangers of the associate to the fool is to be harmful, will be dangerous to everyone, every movement, everywhere, no exception. The way to jump, to run away from the trouble, then don't associate to the bad or the fool. Because the fool, when we talk the good thing, they will think that we are talking bad thing about him, about them. And the way, that's only one way, an easy way to run all the trouble from the don't associate to the fool. Thank you very much. The Venerable Nanda Wasa.
Yes, Ajahn. Thank you.
Okay, next. Anyone ready?
My name is Hong.
After Venerable Nanda Wasa, and then anyone ready?
Yes, really. Yes.
Your name?
Lee Hong. My name is Lee Hong.
Lee Hong.
Yes, teacher.
Lee Hong. Your number?
3025.
3025. Lee Hong, right?
Yes.
Lee Hong.
Topic.
The same or Lee Hong? Okay. My father.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yes.
Okay. Now hand the floor to you.
A topic online of the breathing. The
Pardon?
Mangala Sutta.
Again. Topic.
Alive out the breathing.
Arrive out
Alive
of the breathing.
Yes.
Arise of the breathings. Okay.
Yeah. Good afternoon, teacher, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Alive out the breathing is birth on the Mangala Sutta. All this call out the blessing. One of the most important and well-known teaching in the Buddhism is this Mangala Sutta. The Buddha discussed what the highest the blessing. It lies and the way of the focus to eventually attain the ultimate blessing. Other letting peace and happiness to follows August of the discipline, achieving the five principles. The stations are the reverse and the abilities to avoid immoral, hightful the action. The follow sides occurs of the disciplines will keep us from the troubles and the physical decides negative action. Eventually the brains. The find first number one, to abstain from the killing and living the brain. Number two, abstain from the text what is not a guilt. Number three, to abstain from the sexual misconduct. Number four, to abstain from the lying and the falling the speech. Number 5, to abstain from the abusive consumption of the intoxicant and the drug. Thank you, teacher.
That's all. Right on. Talking
Yes,
about the arise of breathing. Arise of breathings can be correct anyone to be in the role of the morality. If morality is going on and the breathing in and breathing out, because of the risings of breathing in and breathing out, can bring the moral into the one. Thank you very much, Venerable Raihong,
Thank
for
you. Thank you, teacher.
talking about the topics of the arise of the breathing according to the breathing in and breathing out. Thank you. Next, anyone ready? Anyone is ready for the next one? Even anyone have been already talked, if you would like to talk, you can talk again. Doesn't matter, you have been already talked. If you like, during the gap, no one talk, you can help the other to talk and discuss, to share our knowledge. During we are waiting, and I would like to share the pictures of the last class. We have sharing about the topic. What our topic is about key 3. To have a wide general knowledge in mundane and supramundane level, to have vast learning. Number 8, being skillful in the technologies and handicraft, to be skillful in arts and science. Number 9, learning and abiding by the rule of the conduct and discipline laid down by the Buddha for lay devotees and monks to be learned in the moral discipline. Number 10, speaking what is true, pleasant, and beneficial to others, to speak good words. These are Pahusatyancha, Sippancha, Vinayocha, Susikito, Supasita, Jaya Vacha, Etamang, Kalamuttamang. This topic. And if anyone ready to talk, please let me know. It's okay. If anyone ready, please tell me and I will give the gap for you to talk.
Okay, teacher, I have a talk, teacher.
You have topic to talk. Your name?
Your name Rachel, teacher.
Rachel.
Yeah, last 3066.
3066.
Yeah.
Topic.
Mangala Sutta Asewana Chapalanang.
Mangala Sutta Asewana. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, good afternoon, teacher.
Yes.
And my classmate. Today I talk about enlightenment, the Buddha enlightenment, talk about the teaching Asewana Chapalanang Bandetananja Sewana. Say the well of the Sutta go on the two sky, all the different aspects of human felicity, but Monday and spiritual the assessment stands there. CV to inform sets. Okay, inform. Program along bus is the Dhamma order making the right. Church is our the Buddha, the teaching of the will. Mangala Sota Asevana Chapalanang is the making the right in the out is your my friend. Sep is when friendship. Okay, teacher, I have the summary.
The topics of the Asevana
Yes.
have been presented by the Venerable Rachel.
Yeah, thank you, teacher.
Thank you for make your presentation for today. Asevana, what we have been discussing from earlier is very, very significant. It can be affected to every number or the numbers 37, mean altogether 38 Mangala Sutta. The number 1, if you associate to the wrong, it will bring all wrong to come to you. Doesn't matter where you are, what you do, where you live, which country you live, it will bring you to be suffering for the whole life. Even you are dying, on the dying bed, you'll be suffering because you are mindful yourself that you have associated to the bad. It will bring you to be suffering again. That's why the 38 auspiciousness of Mangala Suttas, 38 numbers together, but if we call is 1, mean if you have wrong with the first one, it will be all wrong. If you have chosen the very right one, Pantitan Anjasevana, mean the right number of associate with, you will be whole life, and even you are dying bed, on the breathing in and out before you are dying, you still pleasant, you still be proud of you. That means you have chosen the very right one or the wise man. For example, if you are choosing the Tipitaka or any sutta, for example, learn about the Mangala Sutta, then you know what is right, what is wrong, what should be associated with you, what is not associated with, what should you pay your respect to. Then the whole life, even you are dying, where you be pleasure with that. After dying, the good meritorious action that you have done will bring you to the right place to be born as the suitable place, a very, very developing country, or even very, very developing stage of being, human being, God realm, elsewhere. That's the benefit of the Mangala Sutta. Anyone is ready for the next talk? If anyone ready, please let me know.
Next week, teacher.
Are you? You are next one, number What is your ID number, sir?
Who, teacher? Who? Me?
Who's going to talk?
Teacher called 57.
Who's going to talk?
No. Next week.
Or next week?
I'm quite busy, by the way.
I see. And anyone ready? Anyone ready for today? No one ready?
Lâm Xu.
Farid not ready? Farid is not ready?
Nacha.
Nacha is ready?
Pantip.
Pantip, are you ready? Satida, are you ready? Machita is coming today. Machidon, are you ready? Machidon for one more.
Michimani.
I finished last time already.
Oh, okay. How Machita? Machita will be ready for one more. Natya not ready. Parit's not ready. Pontip not joining. Sutida is not joining.
พรทิพย์กับสุทธิดาไปหาหมอครับอาจารย์
Oh, Pontip and Sutida to see doctor. What happened?
ไม่แน่ใจครับ
Okay. Not COVID-19, right?
not sure ครับ
Not sure. Not sure. Okay. And if no one, and I'm going back to this one, number 7. Did you see the notepad on the pictures of the boys sitting meditation? Farid, did you see the picture?
I can see teacher.
Okay, good. During we are waiting for anyone to talk, I'm coming back to the page number the G3 or kata, the kata number 3. To have repeat again for the Pali and in English. For this group, there are 4 topics in there. Pau Satjancha, Sipancha, Vinayocha, Susikito, Supasita, Jayawajaya Tamang Kalamuttamang. For this topic, number 7, to have a wine means you can learn anything according to the Four Noble Truth. According to the Four Noble Truth, we have 4 functions with the Four Noble Truth. Each function, Dukkha Satya. The functions of Dukkha Satya. We can do nothing with the suffering, but only one thing we have to do. To know what is the suffering. To know. To aware. What kinds of the suffering. To know, to aware. What happening. What are happening? Suppose we are headache. Why do we have headache? Because we have head. If we don't have head, maybe we don't have headache. Why do we have the eye pain? If we don't have the eye, then we don't have the eye pain. If we don't have body pain, that means we don't have the body. But because of the rupa or nama rupa, the both physical body and the mental bodies are already born, then we are suffering. What shall we do about the suffering? Only we can do to meet the doctor and let the doctor see what happened. If the doctor cannot help, then we have to concentrate ourselves. How to concentrate? To learn, we call yata parinya. Yata parinya means investigate ourselves. Why do we have pain? Because we have the body. When we have the body will be pain. That's very lucky we don't have tail. If we have tail, maybe our tail also will be painful again. Have a joke, one monk have asking to the Western people. The Western people say, oh, I have my headache, I have my body pain, I have my legs pain, I have my hands pain, I have every part is pain. Then the Venerable Monk asking again, do you have a tail pain? No. Why? Because I don't have tail. Yeah, you are lucky. If you have tail, I think you will have a tail pain again. Anyone know what is tail? Machidon, what is tail?
Teacher, you mean the parts of the animal, right?
Yeah, that's right. The dog, buffalo, elephant, any kinds of animal, they have tail, right? Crocodile have tail. The rabbit have small little bit tail. The dog have a little bit longer tail. The pig have not too long tail. But due to the pig, the wild pig, you know the wild pig? The pig who live in the jungle, the forest. The pig always take the tail and punching to the body because of the mosquito, because of the small bug, bit them and sucking them blood. But after the pig laid out on the mud again and again, then the tail of the pig is very big because the pig collect many clay on the tail. And the next day, if the mosquito bit the body of the pig hit the body oneself, poop, pook, like this. That means if the human being have a tail, the human being also will have a tail pain again. But what we have right now, could you count how many pain in your body? Parit, sometimes you have your eye pain.
What อาจารย์
บางครั้งปวดตาไหม
sometime ครับ
Sometimes, very lucky only sometimes. If you have a tail, what do you think?
I don't know tails
If you have a tail, then you will have pain in your tail again.
yeah
Right? But now you don't have tail.
Yes.
And you have only your head, your hand, your eye, your ear, your nose, your mouth, your neck, your body, your hands, your legs, your body. Every part is pain, right?
Right.
Yeah. But if you have one more tail, I think 100% you will be pain in your tail again.
Hi,
You are
teacher.
lucky you don't have tail.
Teacher,
Yes, sir.
can you accept the Venerable Panyasami? He's waiting for you to accept him.
You say something?
Really?
Panyasami?
He cannot join.
Oh,
He
he cannot
join
join.
now.
Oh,
Yes.
he's absent, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much for information. I hope he will be okay. He's in Thailand or he's in Myanmar?
Ajahn,
Before he requests for joining the class.
อาจารย์
That
Yes.
เขาบอกมีเพื่อนอยากเข้ากลุ่มแต่อาจารย์ยังไม่ได้รับเข้า
Sorry. Okay, I'll come back. Okay, thank you. All right. Due to I turn to another page. Okay. Now already. Now, okay, welcome. Okay, I'll keep in this page if someone wanted to join. Sorry. And now I turn back a little bit about the page on the Mangala Sutta. Now I've been discussing about the Four Noble Truth, the four functions about the Four Noble Truth. Nothing we can do with the pain, nothing we can do with the suffering, but the functions of the suffering, the Lord Buddha have given us the function that we must make research, we must make parinya. What is making parinya? Making parinya means learning what kinds of the pain, which part is pain, and if too much pain, we have to meet the doctor. If we meet the doctor, after meet the doctor, it's not release the pain. What shall we do? Take the painkiller. If we take the painkillers, we still not released from the pain. Then we have to concentrate to the teachings of Lord Buddha, that the Lord Buddha said that we cannot do anything with the pain because the pains always come along with the body and mind. Mean every parts of the body after being born, we are already to be pain. It will be painful for the whole parts of the body and even the mind also. Okay. Chinanda, you want to talk? Chinsanda? Okay. Okay. That's the duty for the Dukkha Satya. One function we can do, Parinyaya. We have to look carefully and do much as we can. And up to the end, we cannot do anything. Just only getting to know that that is pain. The painful is being benefit, being as presentation, as a gift from where we were born. If we was born, so if we were born, means we are already to accept for the painful. We can do only one thing, getting to know them. The next one, dukkha samudaya satya. What is the function for dukkha samudaya satya? The Lord Buddha said that we must avoid. What is the sources of the dukkha samudaya satya? Dukkha samudaya satya. Because we have eye, when we see things, that means opening for the next life to be pain again. If we hear things, we open our ear to be pain again in the next life. If we smell things, that we open our nose to be pain again in the next life. If we taste anything, then we are ready for the pain again on the next life. If we're touching in our body, cold, not cold, sukha vedana, dukkha vedana, upekha vedana, that means we are ready to be pain again. Doesn't matter. But then, how can we do? The Lord Buddha said that to avoid, to throw away the causes of suffering. What are the causes of suffering? Tanha. When we see things, when we see things, when we hear things, when we smell things, when we taste the thing, when we touch the thing, when we feel in our mind the thing, just aware about the Four Noble Truths. Because we've been born, that's as a complimentary, that's as a gift to anyone, any being to be born, along with the painful and suffering. Suffering can be this life, next life. If we don't cut off the causes of suffering, the next life will be again the painful. How can we cut? The number 4 of the Four Noble Truths. But number 3 first, Nirodha Kamini. Nirodha, dukkha nirodha means the end of the suffering. How can we reach to this part of the end of the suffering? This we cannot do. We do another thing. This is the fruit of the number 4. We call number 4 Theravada Buddhism. For number 3, our function is Subject Satchikiriya, means we just understand it by feeling it. If we are hungry, we eat food, then the fulfillment of the food will release us from the hungry. If we are thirsty, we drink the water. When we are in of the thirsty, but to be healed from the sickness, to be cut off the hungry, to be cut off the thirsty, only we have to do that. We call Theravada Buddhism. Number 4, we call dukkha nirodha kamini patipatha. The dukkha nirodha kamini patipatha is the function that we are going to perform. We are going to develop. As we know that Four Noble Truths, as we know that the number 4 of the Eightfold Noble Path, as we know that threefold teaching, as we learn that Trisikha, that's all the part that we have to develop. Four Noble Truths, we don't have to do anything with the number 1, just learning to know. According to the Pao Satyancha, สิบปัญจวินโยจะสุสิกิโตสุภาสิตังจยาวาจาอิตัมมังคลมุตตมัง This we just learning and experience, but we cannot cut. But we must learn to know number 2, dukkha samudaya satya, the craving, the clinging, the cankers, the hatred, lobha, dosa, and moha. That's all part that we have to realize that is the cause of the suffering. But how to cut off the cause of the suffering? Developing number 4 of the Four Noble Truths, Paveda Patama. Then will lead us, will bring us to cut off the circle of births and rebirth, or the circle of pains and unpain, or the painful and unpainful. That's only we can do for the number 4 of the Four Noble Truths. This is the functions of the Four Noble Truths. And Pausatyaja, Sippancha. The Pausatyaja, that the part we have to do much, like we are doing right now. We are doing with the parts of Pausatyaja. We must learn. We must practice. The practice can be Trisikha, we call threefold teaching. The threefold teaching is the part that we must developing as we learn that Paved Apathamma. Anyone ready to talk?
I'm finished, teacher.
You have already finished?
I'm finished. I talked on last week. Finished.
Okay. And anyone ready to talk again?
Buddhist
No
Dhamma,
matter,
talk
you
again,
can
talk
talk
again.
again if you like.
We want to listen to you, isn't Dhamma?
You want to listen to me?
No, I'm a finished teacher. I'm a finished.
Okay, you have finished?
Yes, I'm a finished.
Okay.
Another monk, he will talk. I'm a finished.
Okay. Natcha, not ready. Parit, not ready.
Teacher, I'm ready to talk.
You are ready to talk, Venerable Sucharita or?
Yes, Sucharita, roll number 2.
Sucharita, and your number?
3002.
02.
Yes.
Topic?
My topic is about Nibbana.
Nibbana.
Yes, teacher. Nibbana.
Oh, Nibbana. Oh, Nibbana. Okay, Nibbana. Okay, doesn't matter. Okay, are you ready?
Yes, teacher.
Go on. Thank you.
Thank you. Good afternoon, teacher, my all classmates. My name is Sucharita. I just want to present about Nibbana. Many people have questions about Nibbana in our Buddhism and Christian Hinduism, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is quite a different teaching than what we are accustomed to in everyday life. However, the idea of Nibbana is relatively simple, although sometimes hard to understand. So we will cover the traditional viewpoint on Nibbana in Buddhism, and our personal thought from a more modern and Western perspective. So firstly, we have to look at samsara, the cycle of death and rebirth in Buddhism. Although reincarnation is a topic often led out in Western Buddhism, it is an important Buddhism teaching. So samsara in Buddhism is the cycle of suffering and rebirth that we all experience. The cycle, it is most basic concept of birth, living, death, and new life. The word is Sanskrit regularly means wandering truth. The Buddha thought what we are wandering through our cycle, light and death. So we don't see the cycle clearly and just continue to be subject, the living, suffering, and rebirth about by samsara. So samsara, like nirvana, is caused by karma. Karma is the Buddhist law, cause and effect. Teach us that we reap what we sow. As we cultivate wholesome quality, we move out of the cycle suffering over a lifetime. Yes, teacher, thank you.
Okay. Good topics.
Yes,
Nibbana.
Yes, teacher.
The circles of birth and rebirth. That the same I have been discussing and describing about the Satchikatapa, the number 3 of the Four Noble Truths. Due to the philosophy of Nirota or Nirota Satya or Dukkha Nirodha Satya, the philosophy of this Dukkha Nirodha Satya, no one can easily explain, but one could understand by oneself that the word of Lord Buddha have given that Satchikatapa or Satchikriya. That means the qualifications of Nibbana only one sense to know, because the qualifications of the Nibbana is peacefulness or calmness or the not struggling, not smuggling, and not suffering, because the circle of births and rebirth, the circle of deaths and die and rebirth is cut off, because no one can jump away from the suffering, because the suffering is the natures that will be presenting, will be giving, will be as a gift to anyone who have already been born. Doesn't matter which parts of the realm or the states of being, the hell realm, the beast realm, or we call Apaya Pum, or the human being realm, or the Chatulokapala, or the heavens realm, up to the Brahmin's realm. Just be born that the suffering will be following, because the suffering just a part of the shadow. If one have body, the shadow of the bodies are there. To cut off the shadow, must cut off the body. Mean the body and the shadow always go together. The same like a suffering. The suffering can be to anyone, to be with anyone. If anyone who is been already born, the suffering will be coming. Now in Bangkok is a little bit heavy rain. And how about in Hanoi? In Hanoi, is any rain heavy over there? Now in Bangkok is very heavy rain.
No rainy here, teacher.
It's raining in Hanoi. It's not raining, right? Okay. And sounds a little bit. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, can hear, teacher.
Okay, thank you. Because I'm in the room without air conditioning, and I'm afraid that the sounds of the rain might disturb. Okay, thank you. And now we come back to the Bahu Satyancha again. General knowledge in mundane. What are general knowledge in mundane? Do anyone understood? Do anyone understand? Have anyone understand about general knowledge mundane? What is the meaning of mundane first? Anyone have a dictionary? Can you check?
Yeah.
What is exactly the meanings of mundane? The kilesa, right? The general knowledge mundane means we may know anything about all kilesa. What are kilesa? Kilesa is it correct, machine?
Yes, kilesa mean defilements.
Good. Mundane, so like a lokiya. If you learn about Buddhism, then if we heard hear someone say that, oh, you are learning about Buddhism, why do you learn about the bad? If someone asking you like this, what will you say to them? You must have idea how that you say to them. If you learn only the Dhamma is not only the good thing. The Dhamma, there are kusala Dhamma, akusala Dhamma, and apayakata Dhamma. The Dhamma can be good, the Dhamma can be wholesome and unwholesome, or the natural thing. For example, the good and bad we call wholesome and unwholesome. The thing is not belong to the good and bad. For example, like our body and our mind, or the four elements in there. The four elements are the natural thing. It's not belong to the good and not belong to the bad. But due to the fruitions of the karma, the fruitions of the kusala and akusala, wholesome or unwholesome, the previous life. For example, we are looking for today, we are hearing for today, we are smelling for today, we are tasting for today, we are touching for today, we are feeling for today. This is the karma. This will be the fruitions of the next life. Then what do we do? That's why the Lord Buddha have given 3 types of the karma. Black karma, white karma, brown karma, and another karma we call Eightfold Noble Path or Four Noble Truth. That the path will go beyond the sufferings and only the way to go beyond the suffering. We must understand both sides, black karma, white karma, and the brown karma, or the no black and white. What's no blacks and white? That means Eightfold Noble Path or Four Noble Truth. of Potipakya Dhamma. All these parts. Bodhipakya Dhamma, it could be said supra-mundane. Supra-mundane. This supra-mundane means the part of high level of moral developing. If we could develop our moral in our mind for higher and higher, we will gain, or one will gain to the supramundane, or we call supernatural power, or we call contemplation, or we call jhana, or we call jnana. Means the higher knowledge to develop more status of supramundane level in our mind. Why do we need to develop higher supramundane in our mind? Because the more normal mundane, for example, we make charity, we make vow for the precept, the normal precept for devotees or for the lay people, 5 precepts like this, but still not enough to develop more higher supramundane. Means not enough to develop more supernatural power or more higher moralities. What are the higher moralities? We call ati sila, ati citta, or ati panya, or ati sila, ati citta, ati panya. Because only 3 ati, or only 3 of these we call Trisikha, or we call threefold teaching. Without the threefold teaching intermingled together, we never be able to cut off the circle of the births and rebirth, or nibbana, or nirvana, or satchikatappa. One could not make clear in one's own mind. But if we have been developing for the moralities, we call ati sila, and developing more ati citta sikha, means meditation. The normal, ati sila and ati citta. Then we have to develop one more, ati panya. What is ati panya? Right view and right thought. The right view and right thought will bring the wisdom. Will bring the wisdom to join with the mindfulness or concentration or meditation or samatha. Samatha and vipassana with the basics of morality or ati sila, one can develop supra-mundane in oneself. When one developing supra-mundane, that is only the way to cut off the circles of birth and rebirth, or the circle of life and die. Because one never been born, because of understandings of the circles of the birth and rebirth, then the life never come back to be suffering again. This pausatjancha. Then sipancha. Sipancha is the part that We be skillful. Skillful of what? The skillful of what we are learning. What we are learning, Tukka Satya. What we are learning, Dukkha Samudaya. We learn the causes of suffering. And the causes of the suffering, only thing we can do to cut off. How to cut off? The first, we must understand when the life without cause of the suffering, it will be peaceful, calm, and bright, enlightening, very much like wisdom we call Satika Tapa. But all these things we reach only Bhave Tapathamma, the part of the Four Noble Truth, the fourth one of the Four Noble Truth, Traisika, threefold teaching, or Eightfold Noble Path, intermingled together. Then one will reach to the end of the suffering. Maybe today one may not understand, but due to the frequencies of again and again developing, the frequencies of listening again and again, according to the four Sotapadiyanga Dhamma. Did anyone see the picture? Did anyone see the pictures of the part of the Makkah? Did anyone see the pictures of the sitting meditation posture? It seems to be like everybody sleeping.
Yes, still.
Can you see this, right?
Yes,
I'm
can
reminding you again about four Sotapadiyanga Dhamma. If your mind ready to be in this four, then the next four, the Pala, the part of the Pala, will be coming. This, according to the Satipatthana Sutta, we have been learning for a few years or a few semesters ago. If you still remember this, you can start from any numbers of the Mangala Sutta or all 38 numbers of Mangala Sutta, along with these four Sotapadiyanga Dhamma. Doesn't matter, you can start from a Sevana Japalanam or Pantitananya Sevana or any part of. Then come along with these four Sotapadiyanga Dhamma. Then the next Sotapadiyanga Dhamma for the part of the Pala will be confirmed. Maybe you are not hurry up for the training to be out of the suffering, or maybe not now, but in the future, if you are familiar, if you are well understanding about the part of the natures, when the natures of your hair is coming, when the natures of your eye is coming, or your ear cannot hear properly, when the taste of your nose is not smelling good and cannot breathe properly, when your testy is running out, when your body is hard to move, like the old ladies and old gentlemen, when you start to sit and very hard to stand up or hard to get up, When you are ready to get up, you have to take your butt up and your head is down. Before you are straight your body is into the sky, that you call the old man and the old woman. When you understand about that natures, then you will realize that, my goodness, the Lord Buddha have already reminding us, be careful, these parts of the bodies and mind, nothing belong to us. Nothing can be said is mine. Nothing can be said is belong to me. Nothing. When you run out of breathing, they will bring you to the funeral, or even Thailand, they will bring you to the temple and the bodies, the dead body will be cremating very soon, within 3 days, within 7 days, even someone longer, maybe 100 days. You know, up to now, my father's been already 100 days since he passed away. The time seems to be running very fast, especially for the old, for the one who understand the world. But for the young teenagers, as like Parit, Natcha, Pontip, Sutida, still not understand yet.
And me also, teacher.
Yes? Who's saying a bit of knowledge?
Oh, just kidding.
You probably, how old are you now? Sorry.
I'm 18.
18? Are you sure? 18 or 81?
Oh, 20, teacher.
20. Don't say lies, okay? Because if you can lie to anyone, the bad thing doesn't matter small or big, you never do, is not beyond your imagination. If you start to lie for today, it will be lying forever. Don't, oh, just small, just teasing. Okay, teasing so often, then will be your habit. And if your habit is always teasing, and the life is miserable. Be careful. That's why we are learning the Dhamma. The Dhamma is nothing but the truth. Nothing but is the truth. Nothing beyond the truth. We are learning right now is the truth.
And teacher, I told it next week.
Are you going to talk? Kalapa? Min Kalapa?
My name is Silawansa. Yeah.
Silawansa, are you going to talk?
I told it next week. Yeah.
Or are you going to talk next week?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, thank you. And do anyone want to ask any questions about the Four Noble Truths? Mechidon, would you like to share an idea? Mechidon seems to be one is understanding the world very, very fast.
Hello, teacher. I want to ask a question about mountain.
Mundane.
Yes. Do you know what is mountain? Can you explain?
Mundane.
So, yes.
Anything about your worldly life. You know worldly life?
Yes.
For example, you have to dress according to the world fashion. For example, you are monks, then you have to dress as a monk. And you have the light for the mobile phone. That's worldly life according to the world. We have to have anything you're feeling, happy, unhappy, That's we call worldly life. But what is supramundane? Beyond the worldly life. What is beyond the worldly life? Yeah, you still eat, but your eating is not just for pleasures. Your eating is not just for pleasures, but your eating is just to support your four elements, Mahabhuta Rupa, to be survived, to be not dead. Then you can do good thing more. We just only reminding that this we call supramundane. Mean you remember for the Chatupari Sila. Doesn't matter monks, lay, male and female. If without this four Chatupari Sila, one never gain to higher. For example, like Sota Patiyanga Dhamma. What is four? They are number one. Number one is Patimokkha Samvara Sila. Patimokkha Samvara Sila. What's the meaning of Patimokkha? Do anyone understand Patimokkha? What is the meaning? Patimokkha.
Patimokkha Samvara Sila.
Just Patimokkha. Patimokkha. Meaning of Patimokkha.
Patimokkha meaning.
It's not chanting by monk, right? Yes. I just want to know the meaning. What do you know the meaning?
So, only Patimokkha so seeking to the so seeking, so searching. It's gonna English will be so seeking. Patimokkha di sila pradita. Adijaranan. Sayamo, Samwaro, Mokkhan, Patimokkha, Kusalanan, Tamanan, Samabadiya, Patimokkha.
Good, thank you. Patimokkha mean?
Patimokkha meaning of Pali's Patimokkha di silan, Padaita, Adijaranan, Samyamo, Samwaro, Mokkhan, Patimokkha, Kusalanan, Tamanan, Samabadiya, Patimokkha.
Samapatiya, okay. Patimokkha mean the short meaning.
A collation of
okay.
The name give to a collation.
A collection. Okay, the Patimokkha, the short meaning. The short meaning.
The collection of precept. The collection of precept contained in the Vinaya.
The collection. Okay, but you remember today, okay? Patimokkha meaning short is prevent you from the hell. Prevent you from the hell. You understand that? Do you understand? Prevent us from going to hell.
Yes, teacher, understand.
Yeah, mean if anyone vow for the precept, doesn't matter monk, lay, male, female, if without Patimokkha. Patimokkha mean prevent you from the hell. If anyone broke the Patimokkha, for lay people, 5 precepts, 8 precepts, Samanera, 10 precepts, Mechi, 8 precepts, and Bhikkhuni, 311 precepts, monk, 227 precepts. All we are 21 precepts in Vinaya. That means the Patimokkha prevent us from going to the hell. Mean the hell can be apaya puma. You know apuma, apumi. For example, like this animal that we call the lower Rome, without the precept. If one is broken the precept, that means we broke the prevent of going to the hell. That's a short meaning. For example, Venerable Devatatta broke the precept. That means he cannot block himself from the hell. And Eka Narapat, a snake, so the serpent, king of the serpent, during the time of Buddha, he was a monk during the time of the Buddha named Kaspa. Due to he broke a vessels of the grass in a river, and he feel bad before he died that his Patimokkha broken, and he couldn't do to confess to any other monk with the thought that just a small broken of the Vinaya. And before he died, the serpent, the vessels of the plants in the river and typing on his neck. And then when he died, he born as a serpent, the snake, Naka. And one past of the Kaspa Buddha up to this Buddha, he was born as a serpent. And he made a prosody for one of his daughters and singing and dance on top of his serpent. And when the times of Buddha, this Buddha, Gautama the Buddha, and there one of the young teenagers come to make the lyrics or prosody. Then the Lord Buddha make the lyrics for the boy to sing this song, to reply to the girl. And then the serpent Ekanarapat came to know that Buddha was born into this world right now. Just only small broken of the Vinaya, and brought him. He's supposed to be higher state of being, but due to broken precept, he could not prevent himself from the lower wrong, mean born as a serpent, the animal. The serpent could not gain enlightenment. And at least he came to understand and got opportunity to practice more in this Buddha. And probably now maybe born again already, and maybe already get enlightened in some other form. That's why Buddhism is for the gods and men. Not specific for the human being. The teachings of Lord Buddha, the enlightenments of Lord Buddhas for every being, not just only human being, any kinds of being. That's the most excellent. But to understand, to be aware about the good test of the Dhamma, the good test of the Dhamma is not easy. 7 billion people around the world. How many people get to understand about the teachings of Lord Buddha for today? Don't talk about the other, just talk about us. We are ourselves, Buddhists. How many of us getting to understand What is the significance of Lord Buddha teaching? You have to understand that it's very good, very excellent, but how many of us curious? How many of us curious and furious to practice? How to practice? I don't know how to practice at all. For number 2. Yeah, I remember the Four Noble Truths, Tukka Satya, Tukka Samudaya, and Tukka Nirodha, Tukka Nirodha Kamini Patipata, but how? Then you have to learn more. We call Prinya. What the function of number 1, Dukkha Satya? What is the functions of number 2, Tukka Samudaya? What is the functions of number 3, Tukka Nirodha? What is the functions of number 4, Dukkha Nirodha Kamini Patipata? You must understand what is the Prinya, what is the Pahatapathamma, what is the Satikatapathamma, and what is the Pavitapathamma. You must understand what is the Pinyaya Dhamma, what is the Pahatapathamma, Prinyaya Dhamma, Tirana Prinya, and then Satikatapa and Pavitapathamma. All these 4 or 5 is different on the person that the Lord Buddha has given. How many of us be curious about this? How many about us to be serious of studying about this? No one can tell. You understand by yourself. I just only carry on the teachings of Buddha to mindful oneself, mean mindful myself. And maybe some of you will be aware and mindful too, but may not today or may not tomorrow, but maybe in the next years or maybe next few years or maybe next life. But I so much sympathy if you have to wait up to the next life. That's so much story, because nothing can be sure today. What I done today is the digital world, the digital age. Anyone can learn. Yes, are you sure? If you've been born again, are you sure that you guarantee yourself that you will be born as a human being? Are you sure that you are not going to be born as a tigers and lion? That their life, they live with the other life. Are you sure that you prevent yourself not going to be born as a snake? What are the snake going to eat? The snake we eat are the snake. The snake we eat are the frog. The snake we eat are the lion. Nothing can be guaranteed. Nothing. And even no one can guarantee. The insurance all over the world. No any companies of the insurance say that, okay, I will guarantee, I will insurance you. You will be not more than a human being. No one can guarantee. Even we have been making for the insurance, every company, no any insurance company going to make this. Are you sure? No. Even I myself, I do not sure too. Why? Because I've been alone. When I was a child, I was a hunter. I know nothing. I knew only I need the other life, animal life, just to serve my family, to serve my body, because it's not legal. Those days not legal. If we need any food, we go to the jungle. We went to the jungle. And when I came back home, some of our family greeting to me and saying to me that, wow, you're a good hunter. That I was so proud. But what I came to know today is not that. When I came to know today, this is my sin. I try to remind myself, don't be careless in any minute of my breathing in and my breathing out. It can be pushing me out, pushing me down into the lower line. That's why up to this day, 62 and going to be 63 within next month or next few months, reminding me that nothing can be guaranteed, that even the insurance company cannot do for us. Only the Four Noble Truth, only the threefold teaching, only the Eightfold Noble Path, only the great Dhamma, that the teachings of Lord Buddha is carrying on since the Noble Sangha up to today. That is only a one tool. That is only one instrument. That is only one wrapping for me to carry on, to hold on, and to pushing on, to go beyond that lower life. But I don't know for the other. It depends on you. I cannot guarantee to anyone, and I cannot make sure to anyone. Even I myself, hard to prevent myself from the lower life, below the human being, and even be born as a human being again due to someone maybe doing good thing. Don't so be proud. If you've been born as a millionaire son or a millionaire family, a billionaire family, they are not going to send you to come and study as a Buddhist teaching. They're going to send you somewhere in the very, very high ranked school and always blessing by the God and Goddess and Supreme God. Very hard for you to go beyond the Supreme God. The God will bring you to be uncontrolled again. To be the uncontrolled of the God is not different than to be uncontrolled under the low life of the human being. Because one day, if you are falling down from the uncontrol of the God, you will be no security guard, and you'll be born as a lower. And then the previous karma from life to life to be coming and coming and coming and waiting. Hello, my dear. Hello, my dear. Do you remember me from that lifetime? Did you kill me? Hello, my dear. Do you remember me in that lifetime? I was your wife. I was your husband. You killed me. Hello, my dear. In that lifetime, I was one of the slaughters. Mean you killed me, just bring me for food. Oh, a lot of the revenge, not avengers, that revengers from life to life, life to life. Since the time of Lord Buddha passed away, if the people have 100 years for one life, now more than 25 generations, more than 25 generations. If we born as a human being, more than 25 times already was born. And if we born as a beast and animal, how many lives? We've been hunted and hunted again and again. Are you sure that you are not boring or born and being born again? No one can tell you. No one can guide you yourself. I think I will give spare time for you to wait for the other teachers to come for some more minutes. We supposed to finish about 14:40, but due to
Subject to think.
yes, sir.
We have
Other
another class
teachers,
today after this class.
you have the class again on 14:40.
After this class finish, we have another class.
After 14:40, right? And okay, I will stop early. And I would like to ask one by one. Ajin Nanda Sakka, do you have anything to say before the class over? Or any question? Ajin Nanda Sakka. Online. Bana Boka. Or Ajin. Ajin Nanda Sakka.
Yes,
do you have
Ajahn.
anything? Sorry, I can't hear you.
No question, Ajahn.
No question. Thank you. Thank you for joining the class. Bana Boka.
No, sir. Next week.
Next week, are you preparing, right? Okay, thank you for joining the class today. Bit of knowledge.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you. Bit knowledge is Sucharita, right?
Yes, Dusrita.
Okay. Next, brightness for you. Who is brightness for you? Who is brightness for you? Brightness for you? No. Phát Thâm Sảy. Phát Thâm Sảy. Phát Thâm Sảy. Are you online? Phát Thâm Sảy. No have. Hong Sorry. Right on. Right on.
Yes,
Do you
teacher.
have anything to
No.
say before the class over?
No, teacher.
Thank you for joining and for the presentation too. Next, Seng Muang. Seng Muang. Seng Muang, are you okay? Next, Kun Wan Leng. Next, Kun Wan Leng. Are you online? Next, Kiran Tapa. Kiran Tapa, are you online? La. What is last? La Chinese. L-A-R. L-A-R. Are you online? Next, Kaiyang. Are you online? Min Kalapa.
My teacher, my name is Silawangsa, teacher.
Silawangsa. Okay.
Yes.
Silawangsa, do you have anything to say? Do you have anything to say before the class over?
Yes, teacher.
No. Mongkung Channel. Who is Mongkung Channel?
Teacher.
Do you have anything to say before the class over?
Nothing, sir. Thank you.
you. Natcha. Nacha, are you online? Nacha, Farid,
Online, teacher.
do you have anything to say?
Nothing, teacher.
Nacha is not online.
Yes, Nasha is online too.
Okay.
She go to bathroom.
Oh, bathroom. Okay. Patipan.
Yes,
Patipan.
Yes.
Do you have anything to say?
Nothing, teacher.
Did you prepare to talk for some days before the class is over? Okay. Thank you for joining today. QA.
Thank you.
Thank
you, teacher.
Ajahn,
Yes.
I have class today. Mechi.
Okay. Mechi.
Yes, Nguyen Peter.
Mechita.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for joining.
Yes,
Next,
thank you,
who's
Ajahn.
Mechita is Rupi Ngok, right?
What?
Your ID is Rupi Ngok.
My ID 61015033134.
Okay, thank you. And next, Sai Numpong. Sai Numpong.
Teacher, I'm have class today.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I think I will let you go early. Venerable Sumangala, do you have anything to say?
Not really, teacher. And I presentation next week.
Nothing.
Okay, see you next week. Thank you
Yeah,
to
teacher.
everyone. Goodbye. Have a nice day.
Goodbye.
See you.
See you.
See you,
Goodbye.
teacher.
See you.
Thank
You
you.
have a good
See
day, teacher.
you.
Thank you, teacher. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you
to
for
everyone.
knowledge, teacher.
Thank you. See you next class. Thank you for joining the class today. I'll let you go early to join to the other class.
Thank you, teacher.
See you, sir.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you. Goodbye to everyone.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye. And today, the February 9, 2564 or 2021. Today, the class of the Dhamma Talk and Meditation is over.
Teacher,
Yes.
next month we have exam.
For the final exam next month, right?
Yes.
Maybe online or in the campus.
In temple.
In temple. Okay. Okay. I hope that you'll be online again. Online. Okay. Taking good care and inform me too what day should we take exam. Okay.
Okay, teacher. Take care of yourself, teacher.
Taking good care to everyone. Goodbye.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, teacher.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Sitting the class.
กายที่เธอมองเห็นว่างามสุดท้ายความเสื่อมทรามจะมาพรากไปร่วงโรยลงในสายทานยามการเวลาหมุนไปชีวิตต้องแตกสลายไม่มีที่ ทียงแท้ผมเส้นงามถึงคราวร่วงไปแขนขาที่เคยว่องไวกลับไร้เรี่ยวแรงโรคภัยเฝ้าคอยคุกคามติดตามไปในทุกแห่งเกิดแก่เจ็บตายสำแดงเป็นธรรมดาหากเธอมองทุกการเกิดมาที่มี